Big news is dropping. Manchester United is ready to spend over £170 million to replace Casemiro, targeting Newcastle stars and more. Plus, a surprising recommendation from Casemiro himself. We've got the latest on that massive midfield shakeup and who else is on United's radar. We're diving into the details of who might be heading to Old Trafford. Stick around, you don't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Man Ut's £170 million midfield makeover. Manchester United is gearing up for a seismic shift in their midfield, preparing to splash over £170 million to secure replacements for the departing Casemiro. The Brazilian legend is set to leave Old Trafford after the World Cup, leaving a colossal void that United is determined to fill with top-tier talent. This isn't just about filling a spot, it's about rebuilding the heart of the team. With several club legends potentially in their final years, United's hierarchy understands the need for significant investment. Sources indicate a budget exceeding £170 million is earmarked to bring in potentially 3 new midfielders, ensuring a seamless transition and maintaining the club's competitive edge. At the forefront of their ambitious wishlist are Newcastle United's dynamic duo, Bruno Guimaraes and Sandro Tonali. Guimaraes, despite recent injury concerns, is viewed as a cornerstone for United's future, with Casemiro himself reportedly endorsing his compatriot. However, securing Guimaraes won't be straightforward, as Newcastle is keen to extend his contract. Tonali is also a key target, with Juventus's financial issues potentially clearing the path for United. Beyond these high-profile names, Nottingham Forest's exciting prospect Elliot Anderson has emerged as a serious contender, with United monitoring his rise. Crystal Palace's Adam Wharton and Wolves' Joao Gomes are also on the radar, with Casemiro reportedly backing the pursuit of Gomes as well. Fans are buzzing with anticipation, debating the potential impact of these signings and whether the club can truly fill Casemiro's boots. Analysts are weighing in on the financial implications and the strategic importance of these moves for United's future. Don't go anywhere, because the transfer saga is far from over. Next, we'll break down exactly why Casemiro is pushing for Guimaraes, and what that £100 million release clause really means. Casemiro's personal plea, Guimaraes to Man Ut. As Manchester United braces for life without Casemiro, the Brazilian midfielder isn't just leaving, he's actively recommending his successor. Reports suggest Casemiro has personally told the Red Devils to sign his fellow Brazilian, Bruno Guimaraes, from Newcastle United. This recommendation comes as United reportedly earmarks over £170 million for midfield reinforcements. Casemiro, who has played alongside Guimaraes for Brazil, believes the Newcastle star is the ideal candidate to fill the void he'll leave. Guimaraes has become a pivotal player for Newcastle since his 2022 move, even taking on the captain's armband and becoming a fan favorite. However, Newcastle is reportedly in contract extension talks with Guimaraes, and negotiations have stalled, leaving a potential window for United. Fans are divided, with some excited by the prospect of Guimaraes joining and others questioning the hefty price tag. Analysts are scrutinizing Newcastle's stance and whether the stalled contract talks signal an opening for a move. But is Guimaraes the only target? We're revealing other potential midfield maestros on United's radar. Stay tuned as we uncover more names in this massive £170 million transfer plan. The £100 million question: can Man Ut land Guimaraes? With Casemiro confirming his departure at the end of the season, Manchester United has a massive void to fill in midfield, and the search for a replacement is already intense. While United has a list of 17 potential targets, one name stands out: Newcastle United's captain, Bruno Guimaraes. According to AS, Casemiro himself has personally recommended Guimaraes as his successor, having shared the pitch with him for the Brazil national team. This endorsement adds significant weight to United's interest. However, the path to Guimaraes is far from simple. Newcastle is reportedly attempting to tie him down to a new contract, but negotiations have stalled. Guimaraes joined Newcastle in 2022 for £40 million and has since become indispensable. Complicating matters further is the reported £100 million release clause in his contract, a figure that Manchester City was previously linked with. United will likely need to meet this substantial fee if they are to secure Casemiro's preferred choice, especially if he doesn't sign a new deal. Supporters are debating whether Guimaraes is worth the significant investment, while pundits are analyzing Newcastle's negotiating position and the financial implications for United. But what about other options? We're looking at the rising stars on United's wishlist. Don't click away as we explore the next generation of talent United is eyeing. Casemiro picks his successor. Bruno Guimaraes tops Man Ut's list. As Casemiro prepares to leave Old Trafford, he's reportedly already handpicked his replacement. Newcastle United's midfield maestro, Bruno Guimaraes. The veteran midfielder's contract expires at the end of the season, making midfield reinforcements a top priority for Manchester United. Sources suggest Casemiro has strongly recommended Guimaraes, his international teammate for Brazil, as the ideal candidate to slot into United's midfield. Guimaraes has been a standout performer for Newcastle, becoming a key player and fan favorite. United has reportedly been tracking the playmaker, seeing him as a foundational piece for the future. However, Newcastle is resistant to selling and is in talks to extend his contract. Reports indicate that United is set to free up around £170 million for summer signings, with a significant portion potentially going towards a new midfielder. Acquiring either Guimaraes or fellow Newcastle midfielder Sandro Tonali could cost upwards of £125 million. Fans are buzzing about the potential Guimaraes transfer, while experts are dissecting the financial demands and Newcastle's firm stance. Could this be the biggest midfield overhaul in years? Stick around as we break down the full £170 million transfer budget and all the targets. And that's a wrap on today's massive transfer news. Manchester United is ready to spend big to replace Casemiro, eyeing Newcastle stars like Bruno Guimaraes and Sandro Tonali, along with rising talents. Casemiro himself is reportedly pushing for Guimaraes. Don't miss any of the action, like this video, subscribe to news, hit that notification bell, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all socials for more breaking updates.